Armed and Dangerous is a 2003 third-person funny time game on PC and Xbox, created by Planet Moon Studios and released by LucasArts. Here is the timestamp if you want to skip to the playthrough, watch me faff about through the story. Otherwise, let's get some background on the game and development before booting it up. Planet Moon Studios are quite familiar to me as I loved their first game, Giants Citizen Kabuto. One hell of an ambitious first project in 2000 with their in-house Amityville game engine yielding unique and pretty groundbreaking graphics for the time. Giants is probably the rarer of the games, so perhaps I should have started with that first, but whatever. Giants was a third-person shooter on very large maps for the era. Play as 3 different races, and Giants even has some RTS elements, all on top of British humour. Planet Moon even reached out to the lead programmer of Tribes 2 for advice on multiplayer implementation, and in the end, sure, wasn't perfect, but wow was this game unique. Still very few games like Citizen Kabuto. I really love that cover art as well. So back to Planet Moon. The studio was created in 1997 when 2 developers left Shiny Entertainment, Nick Bruti and Bob Stevenson, to create their own studio. Shiny Entertainment might sound familiar as they have some heavy-hitting games under their belt, such as Earthworm Jim games as well as MDK, Murder Death Kill. Look at this, so good. These guys never made your straightforward video games, did they? Yet anyway. So publishers Interplay Entertainment actually offered Planet Moon a deal even before there was any game idea or even a company name. Just take some cash and go have fun. The first of which is the aforementioned Giant Citizen Kabuto, which releases and is warmly received by critics and players. And next, the studio began work on today's game, Armed and Dangerous. This time, however, the studio teamed up with LucasArts as publishers, after meeting in Paris and hitting it off. A slightly larger budget to work with then, the same team who had all worked together through MDK and Giants moved forward with that same graphics engine known as Amityville, the same scriptwriter Tim Williams delivering that same great dry British wit. Those LucasArts resources meant that Planet Moon could seek out some top-tier voice talent as well. We have Brian George aka Babu from Seinfeld as our savvy lead, Johnny Bravo himself, Jeff Bennett as Jonesy, Pat Fraley, who you probably know from about a million things, and the one and only Tony J lending his godly chords to the villain King Forge. That lineup is insane, and I even omitted one other voice artist I wonder if you can guess later on. The emphasis this time was far more single-player focused, rather than splitting development time to multiplayer that came with Giants and the 3 playable races. This is an editing note here. The later Xbox version did have multiplayer, but the PC version I'm playing never did. In fact, reading through the fascinating developers' diaries on GameSpot, simplicity was hammered into the Planet Moon's notes. Giants was too grand of a game and hard to describe, so Armed and Dangerous needed to be more refined. 4 thieves, that was the premise of our ragtag team. The other focus was going to be on the bizarre weaponry. Topsy-turvy grenades, black holes you can throw. This game has some real weird stuff, but that's more for the gameplay section. But there is a link here to the weapons trailer for the game underlined. Bollocks. Armed and Dangerous' trailer made a big impression at E3 2003, that time when the gaming world lost their mind over Halo 2's demo and dual wielding. Simple times. Eventually, in either December 2003 or February of the next year for us Europeans, Armed and Dangerous hit store shelves. Let's take a look at how that ended up, what's going on in the game and if it's any good. I'm Mr. E-Machine and let's get armed and a little bit dangerous. Straight away, the game underlines humor. Why just have your logos come up when you can have some fun with it? The Book of Rule. This is our MacGuffin for the story. You've forgotten about it already, haven't you? We play as Roman, this guy in the middle here, and are accompanied by Jonesy and Q, a mole and a big robot man, seeking out Rexus, who they need to complete the heists of the century and get the aforementioned Book of Rule.
Who's there? Calm down. It's me, Rome. Pack your things, we're leaving.
Our lead character is well English, isn't he? We got Ray bloody Winston over here.
Is that you, Jonesy? You ugly rat.
I'm a mole, you smelly git. You're still as irritating as ever.
And a Scot.
I can just do stupid impressions for the entire video.
I won't. Much. It's very good stuff. The writing is top notch considering getting comedy timing down with 2003 game models was not easy. Comedy timing in games is very difficult.
I have my dogs to look after.
Look, Rexus.
Here you go, fellas. Come and get it. We are here for the blind man Rexus. Step forward now, and we will spare the rest of you.
So poor little Rexus, the short hairless thing, has been kidnapped by King Forge, the big bad of the story. All because he was once the keeper of the Book of Rule, which can grant one wish or give you some Dragon Balls or let you use the Force or... And we're off. Some penguins, always a good start. Oh, these guys are cute. This is the highest resolution. Not liking this. This is a little wide for my liking. Little thick. Let's try this. I guess that's a little better. It's hip to be square, right? Okay, and we can zoom in with any weapons. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. The next thing I try to sort out, but can't, is the mouse sensitivity, and honestly this is nearly a game breaker. It is outrageously high. Changing the setting in menu makes no difference. I try other settings changes, restart, limit the FPS, turn on VSync. Straight away we can add Armed and Dangerous to needs a remaster badly, alongside Heretic 2. On the plus side, I can excuse any bad aiming on this sensitivity rather than my near perfect gaming skills. Here is a quick taster of what Armed and Dangerous does amazingly well. Which is explosions. Big loud bangs, rubble everywhere, and enemies are guaranteed to go flying. This is a big part of what I remember about this game. I loved it back then and it never gets boring this time around either. A big visceral reaction to a lob grenade or launched rocket. Just look at them go. Let's go over the UI real quick. Bottom right shows our currently equipped weapon as well as a thrown explosive or support device. Then on the bottom left, our boy Roman's health, as well as our friends Q and Jonesy's. Most missions will have your friends accompanying you. You can use 1 and 3 to send them to defend a location or come back to you and defend you. When you start firing, they will shoot in that direction as well. Jonesy has dual pistols and throws grenades, which is always nice I guess, whereas Q is far more useful in my opinion. Does decent rapid fire damage, melee whomps enemies up close, and every now and then brews up a fantastic tea when you need a quick pick-me-up of health. Is he American? I'm trying to figure out his accent. I think he's American, but he has tea, so... Although, I do believe Irish people drink more tea on average. We have you beat there. This all sounds great, and a few times it worked out, but probably due to the time it was created, these AI companions are very dumb. Oh, I know you guys. Gotta bump that number up, that's a rookie number. Let's complete an objective we get in nearly every map. Blow up a gate or building. Most can be destroyed anyway, but certain ones require a special ticker bomb. And where would you find such an item? A pub. The British Isles go-to for everything you need and a lot of what you don't. Here you can listen to the banter.
And then she looked at me in the moonlight, eyes twinkling like the stars above, and said, "Ah!"
And also grab whatever weapons are available in the current mission. You can swap out any 3 guns to your personal preference. Aha, the topsy-turvy bomb. First map we get it. There still are very few of any games that have a weapon like this. So unique. I don't use it that much. First mission down, and at the end we get to see how we did, how many headshots we got, and tally it all up to get a monetary score we add to our wanted poster. This is a nice touch. You'll see the wanted posters all around the levels. It's very One Piece. I think the setting is vaguely following World War I. Vaguely, very vaguely. With our M1 Garand rifle. Just as the Limeys had back then. Those damn belly heroes. It's fine, it does any range satisfactorily. Think of it as the starting pistol. Our next mission is more the same. We are near saving Rexus, more enemies about, more explosions. On a side note to anyone who knows below, is Q a Bond reference? I couldn't find anything about it. He's kind of gadgety. I wonder. Our latest gadget is a Guy Fawkes traitor bomb. Snagged at the pub, this thing confuses enemies and turns them against each other. I used it very infrequently. You can hold just one. It's very cool though. Turrets. Turrets are in most levels. They mow you down pretty quickly if you aren't moving about or don't deal with them post-haste. Enemies will also grab vacant ones if they're left unattended, but you of course can use them as well. They're pretty fun, but you stay still obviously while you're using them. And staying still in a game with this many enemies around you is a death sentence. Cooey! Hello! And of course, after most maps, we get the best part of the game, which are the cutscenes. I always skip cutscenes in games to get to the good stuff, but these are just so delightful. If anything, it's often the other way around here.
It's not necessary. Just stick it in there. Oh, works better when they're dead.
I do love a good snow level. Definitely one of the best scenic settings beside graveyards. And it all starts with a frantic shootout, bullets whizzing all around. Honestly, I could fill this entire video with that goofy noise. Cheats, huh? Maybe later. Let's see how we get on. Not far into this game and already the mouse sensitivity is a bitch. Again, I apologize as this is probably not very fun to watch me spinning like crazy. Let's head to the pub, have a nice cold pint and wait for this all to blow over. Ooh, my favorite weapon is here already. Check this out. Yup, you hurl a land shark missile that lasts for a solid amount of time and just hunts down enemies for the old Jaws treatment. Tell me that is not brilliant.
I'm dead.
The low draw distance means you do sometimes just stumble into a horrendous situation of warfare, surrounded, bullets sometimes coming from you out of sight. Certainly won't be the last time I die. I have the note dog lover written down here. What the hell am I on about? Is this a typo? Some in-game dialogue reference? Another pub! And a new mortar cannon to try out against a large lumbering robot towards the end. Fun stuff. The explosives are all fun in this. Epic ballerina maneuver there. Top marks. Was that a plie?
Armed!
You kidding me? No explosive finale? In this of all games? For shame. This font used on the game screens is, well, it's awful. Amazing the importance of choosing the right font.
You don't need to see our papers.
We don't need to see your papers.
Good. You're, quick! What should I say to them? I'm running out of power!
Vic, what should he say to us? He's running out of power.
Wait! I can handle this. You're both French.
We surrender!
French. So we finally reached the first of a handful of turret missions. Not everyone hates a turret section in games. I realize this. I'm aware that it's actually enjoyable for some. Not me though. I never enjoy this. Always feels like it's filler to me. I play World of Warcraft, and if you know anything about dailies, you know how unfun they are. And a lot of them are turret missions. Ugh. Okay, sending a squadron airborne is a little fun.
I didn't know they had these.
And done. Finally, we meet Armed and Dangerous's villain extraordinaire, King Forge, and with Tony J lending his magnificent vocals. I'm just gonna shut up and let you all listen.
Once again, it's time to tell you of the Great Book of Rule. It is now in our possession, and once the Wildwood monks have unlocked it, we'll use its power for supreme rule of the land. Why, we could even use it to increase your intelligence if you'd like. Would you like that? Stig?
Hold on. Stig? All of these story moments are given with tons of pop culture references. Honestly, I can see it annoying some people, but I liked it. It was good fun. I think the references are still pretty well known. A Sling Blade one later is a bit weird.
I do like them taters.
Meanwhile, our heroes stumble across a poor guy. What is this guy? Something out of a Charlie Chaplin film, or maybe Oliver? Anyways, he has misplaced the sacred lamb of his town. Sounds like a job for our 3 lads.
And remove this pall of depression we have all lived with for so long.
Winker.
Very dull scenery all of a sudden. We have snipers set up in high locations, tons of enemies from the get-go.
Tea, anyone?
Oh, thanks, Q. I'd love a cup.
me legs!
The RNG of health drops makes or breaks missions a lot. Things get so hectic so quickly at times. Just turn a corner and it's all over. Better have saved or it's back to the start. No quick saves either. And I love me some quick saves. Maybe I could. Don't do it, you're better than that. No, you're not. Also, your group can die really quick as well as sometimes just bugger off. Another annoying thing about Jonesy and Q, when they drop to low health, they can heal themselves by stepping over health packs enemies drop. But they don't seem to know this. You have to kind of steer them towards them and hope for the best. It's very frustrating and they just die in front of you then. So anyway, we find the sheep.
Defuse the bomb. Easy, fella. We'll have you out of there in no... Duck!
We return something resembling the sacred lamb, and next up it's the stage of wandering around and blowing up houses with gigantic targets on them. This will become a standard. Can't be bullets, must explode, so our nades or any of our RPG type weaponry. And no, sharks won't work.
And weak beer.
Well, that's just a tunnel of death, isn't it? How about a new black hole grenade then? Sucks enemies in, very fun, but again, I didn't use it a ton. Blow up all the residences and take down the naughty robot guarding the last section. Again, it has to be explosives, so save them up or else you'll have to farm enemies for refills. Or turrets. Turrets work also.
Walking.
Hey! You're the Lionhearts, aren't you? I'm Lily, a big fan.
Delighted to make your...
I've been expecting you.
Aye?
Here, come with me.
Okay, so, did you recognize that voice yet? That is Phil and Lil from Rugrats and Cubert Farnsworth, aka Kat Suchi. Wow, she voices so much roles. Aha, a new type of mission. Rescue some little dudes. These are just kidnapped or lost citizens under attack from Forge's army. Well, that went to shite very quick, didn't it? Looking back at my footage, I, through no fault of my own of course, just ignored the compass for half of my playthrough. You aim the red part forwards and it narrows and eventually brings you to your location. Super handy, but for some reason I just went in blind for large sections. What a moron. We have a nice new Vindaloo homing rocket launcher now.
Like it.
Last week's video on gore was jib-tastic, and this one is all about those flopping ragdolls. Either our friends we're saving here flopping behind us, or just corpses plummeting through the air. That was the question of the day last week, so the question of the day this week is... what is your favourite bizarre weapon in a game? Instantly I'm thinking the cerebral bore from Turok. Oh my god, Mr. Sheep, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. No, don't look at me. Our machine gun gets solid use right until the end, mainly due to that large ammo pool. It's not actually that fun to use. Sure, it's fine. It gets the job done at close to medium range. See that guy jetpacking around? That'll be us soon. Trust me. Ambush. Not one headshot? I don't believe you. No, I'm not going back through the footage.
Today's battle will be a great one. And if you are to die on the battlefield, your memory will live on, always.
Okay, that's it. What the bloody hell are you on about?
What battle? Why, the King's forces. They're preparing to sack our village.
What kind of defenses do you have?
These fabulous garden army robots will show up from time to time.
Yes, we can plant a hedgerow.
Ah, hedgerow?
Yes, with some myrtle and maybe a row of geraniums.
The Nasty King previews an upcoming creepy enemy waiting for us in the forests, while we ask the villagers about certain myths of this land, or are they myths? Lots of talk of the lady in the pond. Moistened bint, watery tart, you know what I'm talking about. I won't lie, I found our main guy Roman extremely dull. His design doesn't really fit in, surrounded by all this wackiness and species on display. We should be that crazy robot, or a rodent, or a skeleton, come on, just saying. See, I told you we would get a jetpack. Look at us go. This is all feeling very Giant Citizen Kabuto now. It's fun to use, makes the map scale feel far more approachable. Nicer looking level here where we take to the skies, seeking out Goliaths, stomping about with villagers strapped to their backs. Bombs ahoy.
Oh, you beautiful thing!
Armed! There's a sniper somewhere!
Rescue everyone and jet them safely home, and that's another one in the bag. Oh, I got one. Nice. So Roman has decided to cause a large-scale distraction for King Forge's army by jetpacking around and continuing to demolish apartments and boutiques which conveniently have targets painted on them. I really like this map's layout though, quaint British villages just painted in a topsy-turvy valley. It's all very Welsh.
King's troops have destroyed this place.
Again, reviewing my footage in editing, I'm just ignoring the compass and spending solid minutes flying around looking for those last buildings to blow up. Come on, you gobshite, it's right there. As well as the mechanical guardian deep in the valley roaming around. Another one headshot. This is rigged against me, I think.
Heads up, man. We got trouble.
Hurry!
Keep away from that flower, civilian. Get it.
Our second diversion is in the next level, but not explodey-wody and instead rescuey-wescuey. We can fly around with our ragdoll friends in an industrial pipe-ridden map of refinery. It's not pretty, but it's okay.
Oh, you'll never guess what.
You turn gay.
No.
Remember when you just said the word gay and it was a joke? Not all the humor is fantastic still, I guess.
I wish you were.
Even this?
Hold on, let me hear that again.
Even this?
I knew there were Irish people on the development team, so I expected some of our lilting accents to show up. But we are the bottom of the tier baddies. Called Seamus.
Could even be there. Prince Stig, your army awaits. Go, my son. Go down there and lead them into battle. Now, the true power of...
Oh, this is pointless.
Whoa.
Jonesy! What?
Someone at Planet Moon sure did love ladies in the water. She does exist, and now we have the keys to unlock the gate. And let's get going with Ow. That segue between missions was worse than some of mine. Speaking of headphones, Raycon sure does sound like an yummy ear time. Turret section, whatever, it's fine, let's move on.
Give me the kiss now, your friends are dead! What the bloody hell is this man saying? Give him a kiss? No idea, but you better do something quick. Give me the kiss now!
Men can't kiss men, that was illegal back then. No idea who this Russian chappie is, but the dated humour does show up here and there. It's mostly great though. Enter the Enchanted Forest. Quite a narrow level with new enemies. This is a breath of fresh air. Breath of fresh air. Is there any chance you lot carrying around TNT barrels are friendly? More Goliath carrying friendlies in a cage on their back. Such a waste of resources. Just stringing along, my boy, don't mind me. Forge's weird friend we saw earlier finally shows up. These creepy monks straight out of Spirited Away. A fun new variant to fight.
Only 5 more to go.
Armed and Dangerous is very limited in enemies you fight. It's the same from the start to the end. So when something new shows up, it's a pleasant surprise. Check this out. Time your jumps just as you land, tap it again, and you get to kind of bunny hop around and speed up. I'm like a super cheating hacker. Save the Fae villagers, kill the monks, and we move on to another forest level where we rescue villagers again and save the yada yada yada. You know the drill at this point. So our littlest of friends put that lock spell on the Book of Rule, which morphed into a basket weaving book instead. The monks tried to break this encoding, but instead just fell in love with the hobby. At the end of this forest town section, Jonesy steps up to blow the tower door open so we can finally obtain the Book of Rule. Hold off against the waves while he plants the TNT and we outie. Or innie. Let's get that book. More of a swampy level now as we have the book. Forge is hot on our heels. Fun to look at, but more of the same. Eventually we stumble across a lone jetpack.
Don't mind if I do, laddie. Fly me to the moon.
We are supposed to be escaping, but the game still throws in blow up X amount of buildings, which feels very counterproductive. The mission variety lets this game down a lot. It's never really story dependent or productive, it's just tasks. We learn that the king has plans to make a theme park out of the land. This looks awesome, I would definitely go there. Is this so bad? We need to find Lily again, who is far more important than we thought.
Dig know where Zeppelin base is. Head west.
Are you sure? Can you show us the way, Stig?
Yes.
Next up we get all grey, misty and moody. You can feel the ocean spray and rain drizzling on you. Oh yes, this is classic Irish scenery in summertime.
Pull this grenade off of me! Ouch!
I wish at this point we got more new weapons. You get most of the arsenal early on and it's all great, but I want some world-ending crazy stuff at the end.
I'm too young to die!
Yay, sharks. While we ramble around this section, let's listen to the score, which I haven't mentioned yet. It's really good stuff. Oh, our Vindaloo rocket is finally upgraded and shoots 4 rockets. If I have the ammo, I use this mostly from now on. Lock on with this aiming sensitivity is a godsend. To the Led Zeppelin.
Bugger. This is the early doors desert. It's 50,000 square miles!
What is going on here? The ransom attempt went terribly with Forge's son Stig, so we flew off and landed in the desert. We then ate some stereotypes and got drunk. This is some real random nonsense here. It's all fun though.
But don't just stand there. We need to get to Jerusa.
Prince Stig isn't in his room.
Where is he?
He was last seen joining back up with the Lionhearts.
We'll find them at the ancient ruin of Jerusa. I want all my troops readied. I will be leading this charge.
King Forge's elites are here in numbers at our doorstep, and they're not here for afternoon tea with Q. It is here we make our final stand. Oh fuck me, it's a turret section? Really?
Oh yes, the power of the bullet.
Yep, that's it. Not the best ending, let's be honest. But the last sections building up to this were kind of tedious anyway.
And it couldn't have worked out better.
Save the last pint for me, boys. Save the last pint for me. I'll be home with the book of rules, so you save the last pint for me.
However, the final cutscene is great, so you do leave with a smile on your face. I love that song too. Oh, to be sure, takes me back to Connemara.
And so there was Roman for the task to steal the book the king once took and return it home at last. Save the last pint for me. I'll be home with the book of rules. So you save the last pint. Oh, save the last pint. You just save the last pint for me.
To the pubmobile. All in all, that took me about 5 hours to complete, and considering they took multiplayer away unlike Citizen Kabuto, there isn't a huge amount of game here. And still it was a bit of a labour towards the end. Anyway, what did others in 2003 think of Armed and Dangerous? On Metacritic it sits at 79 for Xbox and 78 for PC. Very respectable scores. Delving deeper again, Play magazine gave it 100 out of 100, saying, "This is a game that reinvents nearly everything it does, from weapons fire to storytelling to rescue missions to boost and hover gameplay to bold new ways to humiliate farm animals." Wow, that's big praise. While dipping down to the bottom, Gamerfeed, who the hell are Gamerfeed, gave it 60 out of 100, saying, "It has a hilarious story with wonderful characters, but the lackluster graphics, the twitchy gameplay, repetitive levels make this just another mediocre shooter." Between these two, I'd probably side with the second more. Maybe a bit harsh though. In the user reviews, hold on a minute, Broyax, let me just... I know you. You were in my Heavy Metal Fact 2 review. You massacred that game in their native tongue. I wonder what they have to say here. No, don't do the accent. Rather ugly and very brutal, the offbeat, hysterical, buffoonish universe fails to convince despite a solid full French version. It's always the same thing, blasting hundreds of soldiers ad nauseum who keep reappearing. It inevitably gets boring very quickly. A little game that's too limited and too repetitive. Not to mention pathetic. Glad to see he's softened up a bit there. See you next time, Broyax. Okay, to start up my opinions, let's do some good, bad, and focus my thoughts. Let's start with the bad this time. The graphics are alright at times, but for the most part these have not aged that well. The main issue being the system's capabilities of handling giant areas with details. Huge areas of the map are covered in nothing, and you feel it. Fixes are needed, this one's obvious. Some games keep up to date with fan patches or remasters, and this has some widescreen stuff you can get, but the mouse sensitivity and other issues are badly in need of a fix. It really hampers the enjoyment. Even ignoring the turret sections, which I never really like in any games, the levels got very boring after a while. Sure, the explosions and zaniness keeps it a little bit fresh, but overall more mechanics and mission variety was needed. More fun guns, please. What is here is great, don't get me wrong, but I want more. Grenade launchers, lasers, guided missiles, holy hand grenades, I don't know, anything. The AI is awful at times. Your friends and enemies watching them in turrets beside you stuck doing nothing, your friends refusing to step 1 foot to the side to pick up health. Alright, enough of being a negative Nancy, what about the good stuff? The humour and cutscenes are so good still, just an absolute delight to behold. I wish more games tried this out, and combined with the voice talent, this holds up as brilliant comedy. I know I just moaned about it, but the weird guns and devices are a blast to use. The topsy-turvy and black hole grenades, the land shark, oh, I love that gun. This is such inventive fun you won't forget. The destruction and explosions are pure serotonin. So more bad than good, but the good stuff here is top notch. I would say that I had a mixed bag of a time with Armed and Dangerous. I loved every minute of the cutscenes, and the gameplay has genius moments of destruction and invention. Such creativity and passion is on display here from the Planet Moon team, but I also can't lie, I was very bored at times. Repeating the same tasks over and over and over feels weirdly juxtaposed to the fantastical setting and randomness of everything. If you hate the look of this game itself, I would still advise loading up a video of the cutscenes and watching them. Just like Heretic 2, I'd love to see a proper remaster of this. Someone like Night Dive just putting fresh paint on the game, working out the kinks and adding weaponry, missions and more variety. It's definitely a different situation to Heretic 2 though. That has everything just right, it just needs the bugs taken out. Still, it's bloody unique and has some fantastic highs. If you don't mind stupid high mouse sensitivity and maybe some resolution issues, or you could just buy an Xbox version. It's never expensive to pick up on Steam or GOG, so in the end I guess it's a middle thumb from me. A thumb in the middle. Thanks all for making it this far into the video. I want to give a huge shout out to Hyena Beans, Peruru1231 and Kavasomnia for showing their support on Ko-Fi. You all are amazing. If you want to follow me there or throw a tit my way, here's my Ko-Fi link. Otherwise I have my Blue Sky and X links. Next up, I have some ideas, probably older, involving a gun or two, probably a bit crap in some departments. You'll see. Like, subscribe, share and comment. You know I love reading those comments. You guys are great even when you correct real dumb stuff I do. New videos every week. Check out my older ones if you haven't. Well, maybe not the really old ones, they're kind of rough around the edges. Always trying to improve. I'm Mystery Machine. I hope everyone is being safe out there in that sometimes really crappy world. And I'll see you next time. Ta-ta for now!